like the children, living like lovers, and that's why they call it the blues. Ooh, sorry. Hello. Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing fine and locked down and staying in your houses all day. Right, in my last video, I was talking about VHS, the old video format that we used to watch stuff before the advent of DVDs. I did a comparison between a video and a DVD, but it wasn't a good comparison because there were different films to begin with. So I've got some more videos that I've got lent to me. So we're going to compare a TV show, Only Fools and Horses, season 2, comparing the DVD and video of that. But because that's a TV and it was filmed on video, we're going to also compare a film, The 10 Commandments. This is a great film, and see what the difference between DVD and video on that are. Then we are going to compare a DVD to a Netflix, as I've got a video borrowed from my father, Star Trek, which is actually going to compare it to the VHS to Netflix. And then I'm going to show you what's on this mysterious tape that has been given to me. So let's delve right in. So first off, let's talk about Only Fools and Horses season 2. Absolutely brilliant show. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's one of the best British sitcoms in history, and the characters are so lovable. But we're going to be talking about the video now. As you can see in the video, it's a bit muffled, but it doesn't look too bad. Actually, I think it looks really good. If we compare it to the DVD, which I'm playing right now, they seem sort of identical. This is because they were filmed on video, presumably. Don't quote me on that. Now, if you do like a side-by-side comparison, you can't see that much of a difference, or at least I can't anyway. But yeah, so I think the VHS looks, similar. So, I don't think it matters too much which version you're watching. Comparing the DVD of the 10 Commandments to the VHS is very strange because the video actually has an extra bit of footage at the start of it where we have the director talk about the film, which is really odd because the film already starts with him commenting on about the making of, about the concept of the film. So you have two scenes, and on the DVD only the latter one is on it. A lot of people don't know that the 10 Commandments is actually a remake from a film by the same director, but the original film was in black and white and was a silent film, and he remade it in glorious colour. So there's a little fun fact. Now, a lot of the footage I've got here is mainly just stills. On this VHS, you can see the quality is a bit poor. You can see it's kind of fluffy. And speaking of the bit talking at the start, here are the two formats sped up, and you can clearly see a difference in the speeding up. The DVD has a sort of like a clunky look, whereas the video, has a much more smoother dynamic, and you've got these strange lines. I personally like the look of the VHS, but the DVD clearly wins for just how quick it actually speeds through the film. Now, if you look at the DVD, you can see the quality is a lot better, and it actually covers the entire screen, which is a bit strange. The video is in widescreen, whilst the DVD is full screen, which is really annoying. So VHS wins on that one, but I can't see if it's cutting too much, to be honest. I think they've just made the screen thicker. As you can see, I'll zoom up onto word on here, so you can see a bit of the difference. You can clearly see that the VHS is a bit lower in quality this time around, so the DVD is a lot better. Now, comparing the Star Trek. Now, this one's very odd because on the video it says the episodes are episodes 2 and 3, but on Netflix, the one we're going to watch, it says it's episode 4, so that's very unusual. I don't know the difference between this and a newer VHS because the one I've been lent has a lot of dust on the tape, as you can see. So, you know, there you go. So, as you can see, the video covers the entire screen. So, in all, it was shot in original video format. So, it's basically just pushed the sides out to make everyone's head a bit bigger. And you can clearly see the quality on this isn't a standard. There's a lot of dust and marks on it, and you know, you can clearly see it's a worn out tape. However, if we go to the Netflix version, you could clearly see that the images have gotten a remastered and the image is top notch. But what I found really strange is that it is in the same ratio as it was televised. Now, don't get me wrong, I like to see the formats in the way they are shown in widescreen, when they're on widescreen, because, you know, you get more of the image. That could be a topic for another day. But when it's this and when you do it to full screen, it doesn't actually cut anything. It just makes the image just slightly thicker. I honestly prefer the VHS ratio where it covers the screen. But that's just my opinion. But yeah, as you can see, a side comparison, you can clearly see the Netflix version wins hands down. But I will admit, there's something a bit nostalgic. There's a nostalgic factor in the VHS. So I personally like the VHS version. Maybe just because it's in full screen. Sorry, anyone, if that bugs anyone. Now this VHS, which was given to me by my grandmother, she had a VHS tape. She's not using it. She said I can have it, so we can tape over this. So we're going to show you what's on there, which is I'm a Celebrity from 2004. Very strange. This is what VHS was used for back then. You would record your programs if you're going to miss them. So, presumably, back in 2004, my nan wanted to watch I'm a Celebrity, and so she recorded it. So, it's kind of funny seeing it, watching it. And you could see, like, it's a bit of like a historic value to me personally, because, you know, you get to see something that your family were watching years back. I think she said she never actually watched it, which I find really funny. But there you go. And she's given it to me to keep, so I can record over this. So I'm going to show you something really interesting I find. Now, let's start off by we're going to record two films here. Let's record Pirates of the Caribbean. As you can see, it's going through the DVD player into the VHS onto the screen, and because of this network you can record it. Now, if you can see, I don't know if it's clear on this, I don't know if it's clear through my camera, but you can clearly see there's a dip in quality, and I think that's because of the two Scart leads I'm using, the DVD using a Scart lead to the VHS to the TV. Now, as you can see, it's running pretty smoothly. However, if I click record, you might struggle to see, but you can see it kind of flickers between like really light and really dark. And then all of a sudden the footage just stops and you can only hear it, but I can't show you the audio because copyright issues. And it keeps flickering in and out. and it's really weird. And if you play it back, if I show you how it looks like played back, you can see it does some really weird stuff. And yeah, it's not working. My original thoughts were that the tape was really old, so there you go. However, if we record Avengers Endgame on DVD, you can see recording it, there isn't an issue at all. In fact, what you're watching is me already recorded it. This is what it looks like on VHS, and you can clearly see the dip in quality, even on my camera. But it's strange how one DVD had no problems and another DVD did. This is actually a copyright protection thing. I'm going to simplify it. I'll put a video in the description on how it actually works. Basically, when you have a video, there's a bit underneath it that you don't see as a viewer. It doesn't actually turn up on the TV. There's a bit more footage being played, and that tells machinery like certain details about it. But for certain DVDs and videos, especially or newer videos and older DVDs, they put like extra stuff there which confuses machine recording, which actually prevents you from making a good quality recording of it, which I find really fascinating. That is just a gross simplification of it. So, you know, like I said, I'll put the description for a much better video if you're interested in that. And so there you go. I hope you enjoyed. I surely did. I really like exploring the VHS. It's something that I grew up with as a kid, and I love just playing around with this. And there you go. So I'll see you all next time on this McEdam channel. I'll see you then.